Woof.
How do you overkill him?
Well, you know how I told the dad you're supposed to, ring a bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am literally just going to yeet the bell at the back of his head.
And hi everyone, welcome on in. Happy It's not Saturday, it's Sunday today. Hi, I know my days
It's
of the week.
weekend, who cares?
Indeed, and we are here with some wizarding shenanigans. One who hasn't slept, one who is just, yeah, I don't know.
What are you implying?
I mean, I was gonna say one who is, and then I realized that no, all four are just chaos gremlins. You're the head of the chaos gremlins, Jarls.
I honestly can't believe you invited me onto stream.
Same, to be honest, yeah.
You normally keep me quietly away on a Saturday where I'm not on stream. It's fine.
That's fine. Thank you so much for the lurk, Kate. I appreciate you. And yeah, time for I haven't started something like this on stream in such a long time, so it's kind of hard to know what to do. But yeah, today everyone is going to be playing wizards, which is going to be interesting. And everyone everyone is also a type of a monster. So, a few quick things. The music you're listening to right now is Sirenscape. The overlay, starting soon screen, and the maps you're gonna see were made by me and Incarnate. The image you're looking at right now was contributed to the Forgotten Realms wiki by Sir Whiteout. I don't know if they made it or if they just plucked it somewhere, but that's where I found this image. And I think that's about it. Let's go around the table and introduce people, and let's start with yeah, Jarls, you're first up.
Ah, that's a shame. So, I am playing Fenbis today, a banshee wizard who it was caught in a bit of a troubled accident to become a banshee when she was exiled, working in a tavern, and kind of got friendly with the wrong crowd who waited around for her after she finished and kind of stabbed her. Seeking vengeance as a banshee now, decided magic could be the way to go, and has always had an interest in making the world a better place.
By bringing back dead loved ones.
Well, you don't need to grieve if they're not dead yet. Again.
I mean, that's true. Where can people find you, Jarls?
I'm in my house right now.
Online, I mean, not in real life. Don't go visit anyone here. Seriously, don't.
Are you sure? Because you still promised me D&D in a summer cabin in Sweden
I mean,
somewhere.
that's true. Okay, don't go visit people uninvited.
Sorry, brain. Well, at the moment, you can mostly find Fen in taverns often enough. Looking for the crowd of people she was done dirty by. However, again, since attempting to become a wizard, a couple of libraries may be found, and depends where. She's always been in exile, so traveling around.
Fair enough. Mooney, who are you playing, and can we find you anywhere?
Oh, you can find me playing D&D with you. As where you can find me. My name is Moonstar or Mooney or Moon. I am playing Gauze, who is the unsurprisingly necromancy mummy wizard. Gauze has been a mummy for some time now. Has likes being kind of close to the headmaster of the university, because headmaster at the moment has possession of his organs and heart. So that's someone you want to keep pleased. Yeah. So he's or they're always about you know, doing good at the assignments and stuff. What else can I say about them? They are don't eat, don't drink, don't sleep. So they're currently working on the task of counting to affinity, because when a wizard doesn't sleep, then what are they going to do in the meantime? And that's their little side project that they've got going on for them. That's them.
Nice. Psycole, who are you and who are you playing?
I'm Psycole. I'm playing Vane Go, the vampire blade singer wizard. Just right. We changed the name about half an hour beforehand, so it makes slightly less sense. But yeah, Vane Go. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it, really.
And the only reason we had to change it because some Japanese companies are sticklers for intellectual property. Sen, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, Sen, and Jelly shall be jelly today. Jelly is the superior non-solid gelatinous cube wizard that became a wizard by eating all the reject wizards from the university that gets thrown down the pipe, quite literally in most cases. Eventually, as a cube, he ate enough wizards to become a wizard himself, learning the amazing magic of abjuration to become non-Newtonian fluid. I believe it's called.
Yes. A fluid that becomes tough when you hit it real hard.
Yes. Jelly shall show everyone how it is to be a superior non-solid.
And we're off to a great start. Already, I do apologize about that. And hi, I'm Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there, but there's no Lilith here. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and you can find me on various different places. Yes, Oi. I know there are no ducks here. That's strange. I can mostly be found either here or over on Vitz's channel on Saturday evenings playing a enchantment wizard who is currently in a little bit of bind because no attack spells and no spell slots left. But today we are going to be ducks. I hear ducks. Ah, the Psycole. I thought it was Lilith.
Alright, substitute ducking.
Okay. I lost my train of thought on that comment. This is going great. Okay.
This is why you don't allow me on stream. Just leave me in the comments where you can ignore me.
It's fine. But we are going to switch on over a little bit. I'm going to adjust my chair. Here we go. Nope, that's too far forward. The joy of having restless leg syndrome. Chair has to be in a perfect spot, otherwise I start twitching. So if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let us get started as soon as I get this music going. We need... I love Sirenscape. It's so much good music, but there's so many soundscapes to go through to find everything. I just need one particular one. There it is. We need this one. We need that one, and that one. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. The old rickety elevator is slowly, creakingly making its way down the damp, abandoned mineshaft. The air is stale and the cabin sways with every move. The stones of the mineshaft slowly slip you by as you descend into the darkness, further and further down. You see, for a moment, just a quick moment, a great expanse of brilliant purple and blue and green lights dancing through an opening, and then the elevator continues down. As you leave the upper dark behind and descend further down. Suddenly, there's a crunching... Speaking of Lilith...
Suddenly there's a quacking.
Suddenly there's a quacking. No, suddenly there's a crunching sound in the old cabin, and the whole thing lurches and comes to a stop unexpectedly. And then you hear a ripping sound as the metal of the cable bringing you down start coming loose, one by one by one. You find yourselves hanging in a wooden cable car somewhere between the upper and middle dark of the underdark, somewhere deep below Waterdeep. And it is about to fall. What do you want to do?
It is falling.
Not yet.
Ah.
But the cable
Well.
is in process of snapping.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just hanging out.
I want to cast Acid Splash on the cable to make it fall faster.
Okay, go ahead. Make an attack roll.
It's a dex save. Can the cable make a dex save?
No, it cannot. How much damage do you do? The acid instantly burns through
6. I have a... Does this work? It doesn't. I have a magic item, a special focus, that gives me a +1 to damage of poison and acid spells.
Okay, so the acid instantly eats through about half of the cable in one go. And instead of just slowly creaking, the cabin is now like tipping on its side, and you can hear more and more of those threads of the cable just tink, 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 tink.
I so hope someone has Featherfall.
This could be a real quick one shot.
We're going through the. I don't know if Gauze can do this, but does Gauze need to see, or can Gauze see the shafts, the stone shafts either side?
Yes.
Or is there like? So what Gauze will do is they will just mold the earth or the stone a little bit underneath the shaft.
Okay.
Just so it's like a little wedge underneath.
Okay.
So the shaft is now sitting on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like just holding it there. So if the cable snaps,
Yep.
then it's on the wedge.
So you have bought yourself an hour to fix this problem. Because Mold Earth lasts for an hour.
Can I acid it again?
Yes, you can. As long as you do deal more than 5 damage, the cable will snap.
8.
Yes. You hear the acid burn through the rest of the metal, and with a thwang, the cable comes loose. And it hits the top of the card with a thunk.
Okay. And the purpose of that jelly was what exactly?
He starts eating the cable. Jelly is hungry.
Ugh, you know what? Fine. I'll climb out into the shaft and start using spider climb to kind of walk down and just I'll see you at the bottom.
Yeah,
start walking.
definitely. The cart seems a lot more steady now. There's not as many people putting weight on it.
How far down is it?
You can't see the bottom from where you're at.
Hmm.
Although I don't know if a gelatinous cube has dark vision.
I do not. I do have 15 foot of blind sense, but no dark vision.
It's deeper than 15 feet.
Yeah.
Would I be able to see it with 60 feet of dark vision?
You can just about see it.
I have Featherfall, but do not have Path for some reason. Wait, I don't. Never mind.
Polite.
With mold earth, I think you can have like 2 effects up at once.
Yeah.
So would gauze be able to like so they've got it sort of like stay there. So like I don't know, 3 feet after that, have like another ledge underneath, and then remove the ledge above, so it comes down by 3 feet.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. It's gonna take you a long time. It's about 70 feet down to the bottom.
I mean, we could do that 5 feet at a time, 10 feet at a time. If you like instant, how sturdy do you? I mean, I'm undead.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
It's alright, we can patch you up.
We can do this. So yeah, he'll do it 10 feet drops.
Yep.
7 times.
Yeah, let me double check something real quick. No, that's not what I was looking for.
Doesn't want to do it too much lighter than that because doesn't want to give Jelly indigestion.
Okay, so if you do it at 5 feet increments, you will not take bludgeoning damage. If you do it at 10 feet, you will suffer 1d6 bludgeoning damage for each drop.
Are we on a schedule here? Is there like a race against time? Because otherwise we can go 5 feet and get down there nice and gentle, guys.
I'm all in favour of 5 feet.
You do it 20 times, or whatever the math is. Mummy, you can't really. I should be more intelligent than that, but.
About 14 times you would have to do it, but eventually you will. I imagine you would catch up with Vane just as both of you hit the bottom, and you just see like a vampire climbing down the side, and then just thunk, 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 thunk.
Jelly is just wiggling with the tongues.
Yeah. I love it.
A rippling cube rather than a gelatinous cube.
Jelly would have been fine. Jelly is non-solid. He would just go splash and then come back. Unlike solids who go splash and don't come back.
I mean, that's true. As you reach the
But
bottom...
that's literally what
Yeah.
Jelly says whilst this is happening.
Yeah. I imagine there's a little bobble to the voice with every
Yes.
thunk. Eventually, you do get down to the bottom, and the bottom of the mine shaft leads out into a bright cavern. At the bottom, you also find your charges. The 5 researchers that you have been assigned to help get to a... don't touch my damaged Drider!
That's supposed to be a Drider?
Yes. I'm getting to that point.
That's my image. Why am I so weird?
I don't know, it didn't want to update.
Okay.
I can...
Jelly is not Jelly is the void. Fear Jelly.
let me try and update that. No, it's... for some reason it doesn't give you the image. I don't know.
Huh. That's weird.
The researchers are gathered at the bottom of the mine shaft, and they look a tad bit worried as the cable car crashes with a loud thunk into the ground instead of just smoothly coming to a stop. They look even more worried as there is a vampire climbing down the wall beside it.
Hello. Jelly is Jelly. Jelly greets the non-solids. The solids.
Yeah, Vane will finish climbing down the wall, kind of stand up in front, right? So ground floor, ladies' lingerie, and various other accoutrements.
A young woman walks out in front of the rest of the group and looks at you and if you find a lingerie station here, I would very much appreciate it.
Okay. But there's normally a little bit of black in number down here. I mean, I'm sure we can find you something that's a little black number.
That would be appreciated. So far, what I've been finding has been infected by fungi.
Oh, that's definitely a bad thing to find in your lingerie.
Although,
Jelly does not use lingerie.
Ah, yes, of course. How fascinating. A sentient cube.
Jelly is superior non-solid.
Ah, of course. My apologies. I do apologize for that. It seems that our guide has been misplaced somewhere. Which is the Drider you weren't supposed to see yet. But
It's there.
yeah, it's right there.
where did you last see your guide?
Well, we haven't met them at all, to be honest. They were supposed to meet us here.
They didn't happen to look anything like an elevator, did they? 'Cause
No. Although that is a problem for later, I imagine. Now, as far as
Some of you.
as far
We
as
have
I
to live that long first.
Oh, God, immortality.
Jelly is non-solid. Jelly is eternal.
I would imagine so, yes.
Particularly that stuff that they serve in the infirmary. God, that's just that you could build with that. It's terrible.
Is that not your cousin?
The red one, jelly.
Yeah, jelly.
They
No.
I'm not getting the joke, sorry.
Jello.
Ah!
hospital jello. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't get Jello in
Alright.
hospitals here. Something fruit is better for you. Something. Okay, why did that start? I'm gonna close that tab because random music is not supposed to start. Well, as much as I would like to just stand around here and chat, perhaps the sooner we can get this over with, the better. We do have a research spot to reach after all. And now, let me check. How far away are you? No, you're not that far. Fenbis and anyone else with dark vision can see in the distance the knocked out shape of something large. Laying under a cluster of tall, luminescent mushrooms.
We've all been there. But no, what did this guide of yours look like, by any chance? Do you know anything about this guide? Because it looks as though someone or something is over that way.
Well, we were told that that he would be an exile of sorts, and in search of a place to stay, offered to help us. Weren't really given all that much information, but we were told that we would be able to recognize them immediately.
So,
Let's go check it
how
out.
long? Yeah, how long have you been waiting?
Well, how long? Couple of hours now, I'd say. We came down.
That's quite late, I presume. I know time loses meaning a little bit when you're undead, but I think for you that's a long time. Oh, yeah, there's definitely something over there. Just think you've been waiting all this time, and you might have just been out of sight. Go check.
Yes, we probably should. Although, as hopefully someone mentioned, we are not fighters, which is why, we asked someone to aid us.
An escort mission.
So I did one of those, so I became a banshee.
They just don't tell you anything upstairs, do they? Before they send you off to do whatever you're supposed to do.
Oh,
Every time.
Jelly will eat the solids that threaten the researchers.
oh, that sounds marvelous, really. Well, you did mention, unfortunately, we haven't been able to see much. Seeing as, well, we're mostly human here, and seeing in the dark for us is limited to the light, whatever light that these mushrooms give off, which is not a whole lot. And in fact, it is rather dim down here. Those of you with dark vision, it's like daylight. But for those without, it's pretty dim. I mean, Jelly, you can't really see him more than 15 feet anyway, so because blind sight, but
So you came all the way to the mid-dark with no equipment to light your way and expected us to kind of escort you around?
well, when you put it like that,
Good, I was just trying to judge the average intelligence level of the people that were with us. And apparently it has sunk even lower than the lift.
We came as quick as we could.
that you did. I think it was more of a preservation of resources. We had hoped that, well, the people that were sent would help us, but perhaps not.
I mean, we're here to help. It's just how much help. honestly.
Oh, you meant like that, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, there's a lump over in the distance that appears to be hidden. Would you like us to go and check to see whether or not that's the thing that you're waiting for?
Oh, yes, please. This place is scary, and I would like to get out of here.
Drama.
Okay, and Vane will start walking forward.
Yeah, Fen will go with.
You do find that the ground is rather uneven and covered in lichens and moss and tiny, tiny, tiny little mushrooms that seems to be a smaller version of the big canopy forming ones above your head. They do provide a pretty nice lighting when you stand directly under them, but the light falls away pretty quickly.
Well, on the plus side, at least we probably know where we're going. I'm assuming, Jelly, you're consuming everything that you're standing on.
Yes.
Does
As
that
long as
not
it's
really
solid,
glow?
Jelly will eat.
Yes, let's just hope they don't have some sort of hallucinogenic effect, because that's the last thing we want is a psychedelic jelly.
But do we have currently a bioluminescent jelly?
How many mushrooms would need to be consumed
Yeah,
to
right.
make jelly bioluminescent?
So, if we want, I could definitely use my Head of Wizardry to cast a Dancing Light cantrip on Jelly itself, or a light spell on Jelly, and have
I
him
kind of want
glow.
to see how many mushrooms it would take before you started glowing.
Depends on how quick those mushrooms break down.
So, I have to check that actually, because I know there's a.
Because every creature of everything inside of Jelly takes my level plus my Constitution modifier acid damage each turn, which will be
It's
8.
gonna be a lot of mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that it would be not so much as glowing jelly, but as a kind of disco light, as the mushrooms are absorbed and then destroyed as jelly moves along.
Is it also a bit like a lava lamp where every now and then there's like this bubble of light that kind of goes up through the middle?
Yes,
Yeah, I would
it
imagine
floats
so.
right between the skulls and the other stuff inside of Jelly.
And the
Sometimes you have
cable.
like a skull with glowing eyes for a bit.
Okay, I love that. All of you get inspiration for that scene. That's brilliant. I think Psycole already has one from that severely painful pun that was cracked a while back.
Oh, I forgot.
Jelly will
Yeah.
continue walking.
And Gauze will tell say to the researchers.
Can I attempt to eat it wider? Sorry. Go.
That's fine.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just saying that Gauze was would just say to the researchers, light in, sorted out. You are welcome.
Oh, thank you. And okay, Jelly will attempt to eat the.
And Gulf. Wait, is that... What's it look again?
So
I have a feature for that. Medium or smaller size. Never mind. It's
Yeah, no,
large. I
it's
cannot
a large.
engulf it. Damn it.
as you,
I'll just just walk on top of it and try to slowly work my way through its body.
as you approach the Drider, you see that it's laying on. Well, he's laying on his side, knocked over, spindly legs pointing in every direction, basically, and seems to be looking around. Well, not knocked out per se, but very dazed, and then sees this psychedelic cube.
Jelly found that spider. Jelly eats spiders.
Jelly, I believe that might be one of the things that we're here to have a conversation with.
Jelly eats spiders.
Not yet, Jelly.
Yes, Jelly, there will be plenty of things to eat, I am sure.
I think Jelly eats the mushrooms first, then we see about the spider.
You have to eat your veg before you eat your meat.
But Jelly is asked to keep rooms clean of spiders.
Well, technically he's not a spider. He just looks partly like a spider.
It has 6 legs. It is spider.
Spider has 8.
Fuck.
If Jelly can't count, that's fine. Quite intelligent.
Fine, Jelly will eat mushrooms.
Good Jelly. And Vane will walk over and kind of like gently tap the face of the Drider to try to get its attention.
Trying to get the ooze off.
Like shooing Jelly away and then tapping the Drider at the same time.
The Drider turns his head towards the tapping, and you see like very unfocused eyes, all 6 of them, as the what's it called?
Spider?
No, the inside of the eyes.
Pupil?
What?
Irises?
Iris?
It seems like part of this area of the face has been transformed as well. So there's like 2 human or elvish eyes, and then 4 spider eyes that seem to
It is spider.
that seems to be crowning his eyebrows. So 2 above each. All 6 of the eyes looks very dazed, though.
Even with 6 eyes, you never saw it coming.
Would he be within reach to hear that? No.
Excuse me. Are you like with us or like partly dazed? I know you're dazed, but like, can you focus? Like, we've got things to do, and apparently you are around this area, so you may be one of the things that we need to do. That sounds really bad.
We follow. We were told to run, find the 2 legs. Take 2 legs to the lake.
Okay. 2 legs to the lake. Do you need the rest of the body with that, or just the legs?
I was not given
Jelly is
direction.
confused. Solids have 4 legs.
Jelly, solids have 4 limbs, 2 are legs, 2 are arms.
Jelly is confused. Legs and arms and limbs are legs.
Anyway, so 2 legs to the lake. Where is the lake, and why are you taking the 2 legs to the lake?
The pretty elf said if I take 2 legs to the lake alive. No, not take 2 legs to the lake. I can come live in basement instead of in the dark.
Okay. Fen will turn and ask the researchers, like, any of this sound familiar to you? Does this sound like it could be the guy we're missing?
One of the men look at Fenby and slightly shakes his head at first, and well, it would make sense if our guide is what I assume is a Drider, because we were told they would be in exile and we would recognize him on sight. And Driders are exiles from Drow society and very recognizable on sight.
Very true.
Okay.
And the lake, does that ring any bells with your research?
Ah, yes. Our research did indicate that, well, we need to continue our research down by a lake here in the middle dark.
So, various different T's have been crossed and multiple I's dotted.
It seems that way. Although, if this is our guide and they have been hit on the head, things might get difficult.
We can come to that in a moment.
We'll get there.
So, Drider, sir, thing. Do you have a name?
Sadrin.
Kind of interest, how would you spell that?
T-H-A-T. Come on, we go to school, remember?
My bad.
As Zadrin tries to get up, you see that one of his legs seem to have been snapped. It's hanging limp. And he is stumbling a little bit, trying to keep balance. His body is huge, like really big, gangly, and uneven. The top half looks somewhat like you would expect a drow or an underelf to look like. Dark skin, white hair, and purple eyes. At least those look like a humanoid. The bottom half is that of a large funnel web spider. Also,
one broken leg.
With one broken leg.
So what's under elf? Apparently a spider.
Jelly, as you are moving around, your blind sight has given you reason to suspect that you are not alone. Because as far as I know, blind sight you can spot hiding creatures. Because they are there. And on that first mushroom you were devouring, melting, however you want to call it, there was something not mushroom hiding behind the large stem. Jelly?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by non-solid things.
So, yeah, you found someone not mushroom hiding behind a large mushroom stem on the first
Oh.
big one mushroom that you
Oops.
explored.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Important question.
Yes.
Do they seem to be alive?
What does blind sight tell you exactly? Like, does it let you see?
Perceive its surrounding without relying on sight. I just have special sense.
Yeah, it's alive.
Oh.
It has
What's
roughly
it look like?
roughly the same shape as the other two legs you've encountered, but this one is hiding.
As the other two whats I've encountered?
2 legs.
Ah,
Or
apologies.
4 limbs, 4 legs.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Non-mushroom solids.
I look in its general direction as much as a perfect cube can look, and I wiggle menacingly.
The
21 on my intimidation.
Okay, let me do. Yeah, nah. You see the 2-legged creature, 4-limbed, whatever you want to call it, the non-wizard solid fall backwards and start trying to crawl away from you, as it is frightened of you.
Jelly found all the 2-leg, other solids. Pain, drink so Sally can eat.
Not wizard 2-leg or researcher 2-leg?
Look at the solid. Is solid wizard researcher?
No.
The Jelly asks
Yeah.
that.
The terrified creature in front of you looks from you backwards back to you, and you can sense that it's confused. Perhaps it doesn't understand you.
I reply that in deep speech and in Minotaur.
Let me.
No Minotaur. What, that's sorry. Carry on.
It was an elective.
No, just I had some Minotaur students that just didn't make the cut, so.
It still looks very confused and even more frightened than before.
Jelly doesn't know.
I mean, are we just seeing Jelly kind of gesticulate in like nothingness?
Oh no, he is wiggling menacingly in the direction of what might be nothingness.
I'm gonna say Jelly go num num.
Okay, perfect. I will use my engulf ability.
Okay then.
Which means I have to make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
And if I succeed, then the target is engulfed and they start taking damage and start each of their turns.
Okay then. Well, on that note, you have. Please roll initiative.
All of us.
All of you. Yes.
Ha! Suck it. That's 20.
Nice. Because you have managed to not get surprised.
I have
Oh,
advantage
20
on
as well.
initiative as well.
Nice.
I do want to say that I did tell them there was solids.
Yes. Now, did I get all of them in there? 1, 2, 3. Why does it say 4?
I mean, there's 4 of us.
2. Oh, there it is. They blend so perfectly into the surroundings that not even the DM can find them.
Damn draw, man.
Are you... You're not in the tracker. There we go. These guys are not combatant, so they're gonna be hiding over here. This one is a combatant, but will be at half strength. Jelly, you're out first.
Yeah, as I said, engulf.
Roll attack. That hits.
Which means that they are now engulfed inside of me. It
Oof.
shall take my level plus my constitution modifier. Acid damage at the start of each of its turns can only escape by a contested athletics check.
Mm. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Well, I'm pretty sure that this is an action to do. Yes, as part of an attack, so this is technically speaking an attack action.
Okay.
Do actually have bonus actions. No, that's what I have. That's it.
Nice.
I just wiggle with this with the solid inside of me as it starts slowly dissolving.
Oof. Femby.
So we can see all of them now. They've
Yes.
appeared.
Yep.
Cool. So not the one that's been eaten, but the next one along.
Mhm.
Fenby will. Well, where is it? Cast. Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
That didn't go through, did it?
Sometimes it's a little bit weird that you have to roll it and then you have to click on the VTT for it to show up.
It's taken a spell slot off, but it's not coming through.
That's weird. Let me see if Ray of Sickness does. It's really all you should need to do is just click cast and it
there we
will.
go.
Sometimes it's also really, really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It's come through now. Okay.
Oof. That's a nasty hit. So it was this one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What does your Ray of Sickness look like?
It's like a proper kind of almost glowing green.
Mm.
So obviously Banshee kind of spirit kind of glow anyway. So it's kind of that with a bit more green thrown in the mix.
Nice. Yeah, you see your ray hit this drow straight on and nearly knock him off the large mushroom. He's barely hanging on. Barely still standing.
Okay. And that'll do.
Which one is this one? The one getting dissolved currently, you said con save? Or?
Oh no! They just take damage.
Okay.
They just take 8 points of acid damage
Oof.
as they start dissolving.
Okay then. Is there like a save to try to get out, or is that just it?
As I said, escape check.
Okay, escape check.
You'll have to use the action to try and escape, contested by my athletics.
Ah! I am using up all my good rolls right now. That's a nat 20. 4. What? 20.
I can make that.
Yeah.
With a 19 or 20, because am I the defending party?
Yes.
So yeah, so with a 19 I would have a 20, with a 20 I would have 21, so...
Yep.
I have a 10% chance of succeeding.
Otherwise, this person is free.
For now.
For now.
Oh, nearly.
Yep. The acid-covered drow is climbing out of Jelly's toxic embrace. Acid embrace, and breaks free after taking a massive amount of acid damage for its hit point pool. It's bloodied, well, melted, well, it's down to under half hit points.
It's not having a good day.
It's not having a great day. And that's what that one's action. This one is... What can you do? It is going to... Oh, I know exactly what it's going to do. It's going to raise his... he's going to raise his hands. And like a almost dark glowing is going to show up as I need... How far can I do that? Show up. Damn it. Come on. I think it's a
It's not
30...
a good series of questions.
20-foot cube. So let me...
Oeh, dat is verder.
No. Let's do that. And we're gonna do a square. Can't really get all that many people, but there. So, Vane and the Drider need to make a dex save.
Fairy fire.
Yes.
See if I've got anything that can help. Nope.
Drider fails. And I do believe...
Why did that roll twice? Oh wait, no, wait, roll
It
twice.
does that sometimes.
Because I was rolling from D&D rather than from in the game. So I actually only got a 10, not 14.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is also a fail.
Yep.
And it is... I don't think you have any bonus actions. No, it's Goss's turn.
Gauze is remembering that there was something about protecting these researchers, weren't there? So even though they're huddled together, he's just going to say to them, be safe whilst there's a fight. And he's going to use his mould earth to gradually lower the earth that they're standing on. So they go into like a pit, and then he's going to bring the earth over the top. And he's going to there's going to be like holes in it for breath space. And then he's going to say to him, sorry, it's dark in there. And let's hope this doesn't last more than an hour, because otherwise they're just going to be entombed forever. So that's going to be his action, and then he's going to shamble his 20 feet. Probably getting into the action here. And I think that probably. I don't know if he's got any bonus actions. That'll probably be him for now.
Yes. So, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Which one is the biggest threat? That one's hurt. It's gonna shoot Vane. This drow over here from behind the crystal. It's going to shoot and... Oh, come on. It landed cocked on a nat 20, so I had to re-roll it, and I rolled a 4.
Success.
Misses. Unfortunately.
And that was with advantage.
Ooh.
I rolled a 3 and a 4. So, yeah. Vane, you're up.
Well, okay, so seeing this guy take a shot at me, Vane will draw his rapier and then start his blade song. So
Nice.
just pop that. And then yeah, he will run forward and take a slice with his rapier.
So this one up here is on top of the mushroom. This one is on the ground.
Okay, the green one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll run towards the green one and attack with his rapier.
That will definitely hit.
Oh, close.
I know. Oof. You land a pretty good hit. And you see it strike through and leave a bloody gash behind.
Okay.
As it is bloodied.
Yeah, that's it. Bonus action for blade song. Yep.
It's a shame that you came uninvited, says the tall mage on top of one of the mushrooms. I think I would have enjoyed your company. And what will he cast? I think...
Fireball.
I mean, I could be really mean, but I'm not going to.
You also have like 4 wizards. This is gonna be counter-spectacular. Counter
True.
spell.
I mean, that's true. Oh, I could do that. I don't think I want to though. But
Do it. You know you want to.
I mean, yes, I do want to, but no. He's going to start by. No, I wasn't gonna cast that. I want to see what web does. It's also 20-foot cube. I think I can't see jelly. You can, however, see gauze. So, starting out, he is going to magic missiles, I think. Where did you go? There they are. So, one of those, first level. D4. 1, 2, 3. 11 points of force damage to gauze. As purplish red projectiles just twist and swirl and head straight for gauze.
Ouch.
Yeah. Ooh. And it is this drow's turn. Woo! The nearly dead one! That got hit by Fenby's owies.
He started it.
I mean, not wrong.
This is going to turn into a playground fight. He started it. Miss.
You can't take my recess away.
Being up on the mushroom, he is going to bring out crossbow and try to shoot Femby.
Outrageous.
Hold on, that's a 30 foot. Would he? No, actually, the Drider's closer. It's gonna shoot the Drider.
Success.
And the crossbow misfires. Because
Double success.
you hear the crossbow just go click, echoing slightly through the cavern you're in. And we're back up at the Drider's turn. What can you do? What will you do? You think you do. You have climb, but not spider climb for some reason. Yeah, you do have a spider climb. Never mind. Now, this one is going to... Who is closest? This one up here. How smart are you? Okay. The Drider is going to climb up here. So let me check how far he can get. He can just about get on top of this mushroom. And is going to try to slice. No, I wanted the ruler. Slice this one. Niet. Definitely not. Ha! That's a hit. And... and you see the Drider climb up and with a long sword drive it down on top of this drow. Unfortunately not doing as much as they had hoped for. As the drow is still standing. And I can't roll for shit anymore.
Hooray.
Jelly!
Give up being solid. Embrace jelly. Become non-solid. And I try to engulf again.
Go for it.
I will want to use my inspiration for that.
Okay.
Nice.
He is engulfed again.
Yep. Yep, he is. So, he's not having a great day today.
Yeah, at that point I shall move a bit. I can move into the fairy fire. Damn, I have lots of movement. I have like a full 20 feet.
Yeah.
Just gonna move here.
It's only the ground that's fairy fired. You won't
Yeah, no,
be.
it's fine, but I just need a clearer line of sight towards these guys.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Fembi.
Hello.
Hello. Your turn.
Okay. Just need to check one thing. Okay, so I am going to cast at the same one. I'm going to cast Carnage Blast.
Okay. Do give us a run through as to what that does.
So I choose one creature within range which has blood.
Okay.
Creature must make a Constitution saving throw. If they fail it, 3d10 necrotic damage. On a successful save, the target takes half damage. And if I kill the target, its blood bursts from within its body, spraying nearby foes with gore and spikes of enchanted blood. Each creature within 15 feet of the target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed saving throw, a creature takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay then. Yeah.
Oh,
I see.
if only if Vane was close enough.
So this might set off a chain reaction.
Oh yeah.
Well, what was the save again? Con save.
Con save. I can't find the tab. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, con save.
Okay, that's a 19.
I would be lying if I said that failed. It's a save.
So no damage or half damage?
Half damage.
Well, roll damage.
We'll just do it here.
Oh. I just realized something unfortunate anyway.
Uh-oh. So that's 9 it comes to.
Yeah, it had 1 hit point left.
Oh.
It explodes in a shower of gore and blood.
Which
That's for everyone.
which means, and it's each creature within 15 feet. So both the Drider and the Mage will need to make con saves.
Is it a con save?
Yeah,
No, they get a dex save.
okay, dex saves.
Yeah.
Dodge the blood.
So the Mage fails.
Success.
The Drider, what's the DC?
I guess it would be 14 again. It doesn't say what the dex save would be, but
It just succeeds.
it's a bit of a shame, but we'll take it.
it still takes a bunch of damage. Your
Yeah.
guide still takes a bunch of damage. But the mage
Nobody
failed.
trusts him yet. So
Oh
do-
no. If they pass, they don't take the damage at all.
Oh,
I've got the same
Yeah, it's-
spell, so
okay.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, I went full blood thieving. I'm playing a vampire. Of course, I'm going to play out for every blood spell that I can find.
See, it was because it went under the necromancy thing. And it was like shinies.
Okay, so 3d10 necrotic damage to the
Do you want me to roll
Mage.
it again, or do you want to use the one already then?
what's the wording of the spell?
Do you want me to send it in the game chat?
No, I have it here. Oh no, you roll it again, because it's a different effect. You see the blood and gore and stuff of its underling pierce this mage, causing a good chunk of damage to him.
As it happens, Sven will just shout out, Kobe!
The Drider, hearing your shout, dodges just in time. Which looks exceptionally funny, because you have a huge spider just going nope.
With a broken leg.
Yeah. No, I rolled better.
Left.
Like, I rolled an 18 and then a 14, because with the broken leg, he has disadvantage on dex saves. Well, with modifiers of 14, but yeah, it was an 18 with modifiers and then a 14 with modifiers.
That's impressive. And then I'll just wrap it up by moving just towards where everything else was. So I'm assuming I can avoid opportunity attack if Jelly Num Nums.
Oh, this one is inside Jelly, so yeah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I assume
It's-
I've got like a protective barrier.
It's more focused on I'm going to die now than I'm going to hit you. Because, I mean, it's its turn. How much acid damage does it take on this turn now, Zen?
8.
Well, you just got lunch.
Yes,
Because
that was the plan.
it
Infinite Wolf.
it is gone.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gone. It's it's dead. The drow is
Happy
dead.
waggling.
You now have some rather spiffing looking leather armor, partially dissolved, a dead drow, partially dissolved, and a scimitar and a hand crossbow, not as much dissolved.
Jet.
Please tell me, like, the hair kind of scalps and kind of floats. It sits underneath the hat. You now have, like, a wig with your headband of intellect and then your wizard hat on the top.
You know what? Yes. I will maneuver him so that he is wearing the headband and the hat. And just looking at all people.
That is horrifying and funny at the same time.
There's little bubbles of bioluminescence bubbling around it.
Luke, Jelly is solid now. Loud laughter. Can I make like an out of turn intimidation check for that?
Yes,
Just to like
yes.
scare the others?
I'll allow it. Definitely.
Come on. Ah, that's only a 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, the others are a little bit preoccupied with dying to other creatures. And,
fair.
you know, the researchers are currently underground and can't see it.
Yeah.
Although I love it. You know what? I love
Too
it
grim,
so...
Too dark.
I love it so much that you can have an inspiration point for that.
Thank you, I just lost that one.
I would give one to Jarls as well, but he already has one. for the idea. Well, was it Jarls or Psycole that came up with the idea?
Psycho.
Okay. Well,
That's
Psycole
all
has
we-
2. So, no. This drow is going to try and poke the drider off the mushroom with the short sword. Probably not gonna go well. Never mind. That's when I roll crap. And he remains standing on the mushroom. Gauss, you're up.
Does Gauze have line of sight to the mage, or is the rider in the way?
The mage has half cover at this point. You can just about see him through the drider's legs.
Okay, so if he moves 5 feet up, will that enable him to get a little bit of a
Yep.
thing? So I'm gonna do that, and then he'll cast his their ray of sickness.
Okay.
At first level.
Oof. You see it. You see it impact, but it seems to like stop just short, as some form of almost like a force field is stopping the impact.
Spell's not good. And then he'll use the rest of their feet. 15 feet. Yeah, to go over here. And unfortunately, that is their turn.
The drow now in front of Vane is going to take a swipe with their short sword, but I'm pretty sure a 9 doesn't hit,
Indeed, it does not.
which means it is Vane's turn.
So he kind of sway backwards out of the way, and then just kind of dive in with his rapier instead.
Yep.
And assume that doesn't hit.
No.
Can I re-roll but use my inspiration?
Sure.
Perfect. Oh, for God's sake. Don't worry.
After missing you, the short sword comes down and bats the rapier out of the way.
I see that we are dancing today.
A
Like that.
dance of swords in the dark.
A blade song, if you will.
Are you one of them?
Yep.
Punsters. So the mage is he going to use that? Yes. So, Jarls. In the chat somewhere, please roll me a D2 or flip a coin. Hi, Rhino.
Let's just roll it. See what happens. Am I allowed to know what happens either way first? Okay. Well,
In the Twitch chat if you have it, or just roll a
Oh.
D4 in the VTT, and odds this succeeds, evens it doesn't.
Come on, odds. Wait, maybe, I don't know. Odds.
You see the mage lift his hand as if trying to summon something impressive. He seems to gather all his power into this one thing that seems to be taking a lot out of him. And he shoves his staff forward, and you see this billowing smoke come up in the center of the fairy fire.
Stranger danger.
And what you see is a tiny little creature pop up from... Hello? Why can't I... D&D... Okay, above VTT is no longer you letting me do this. Let me reroll.
It mustn't have worked then. That's fine.
Oh no, the spell works. It's just a 50% chance that you will get something. Let's run away, go away. Or 50% chance that it becomes ridiculous.
Which did we get?
You got the ridiculous. In the center of this huge cloud of smoke, a tiny creature pops up and goes,
Oh!
"Oh no! Hi." As a quasit shows up,
Doing.
and you hear the mage start cursing in something that sounds very similar to Elvish, but isn't.
Jelly nom nom.
Jelly will eat the solids.
Jelly nom nom.
As this quasit is now in the combat tracker. So, for those who have no idea what that was, drow mages can summon demons, but there's a 50% chance that you get a demon or a quasit.
Nice.
Man,
Say we
it's
came
what it
out
is.
well, though.
What? I didn't hear you, Jarls.
I'd say we came off pretty well there, then.
Yeah. The quasit looks around, very confused, looks at the jello cube, looks at Fenby, and goes, "Pokey!" and runs up to Femby and is going to try and rake you with its claws.
Cheeky little.
I'm pretty sure a 10 doesn't hit.
No. Well, no. Because I have a 10 armor class.
Oh, meat to beat. Well then.
Love being a wizard. Love being a wizard.
Why do you not have mage armor up?
Because I'm a decadent bitch.
You will take 6 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's fine.
You actually succeeded. You needed to meet or beat 10.
Return fire.
And yeah, good thing you did too. You would have taken 7 poison damage.
Oh, snap.
that one's dead, so it's the Drider's turn. Drider's gonna repeat that thing and try to kill this one in front of. What's your armor class? That doesn't hit. Fenby. The little shit in front of you tried to hurt you. Well, did hurt you. Jarls,
Yes.
your turn.
Sorry, I was reading. It takes a lot of concentration for me.
The little shit in front of you that hurt you, and it's your turn.
But I kind of want. I did actually hear that. I just didn't register.
Yeah.
That. It's like, oh yeah, cool. That happened. I'll get it on my turn. And then you're telling me it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull the blood out of its body.
Okay then.
So blood drain.
Okay. Yeah, that will hit.
Pressing me the balls.
How do you do it?
Well, it clawed at me,
Mhm.
so I'm literally going to grab it by the head and just pull.
Ah.
So as the hand comes back, the head doesn't come with it, but just little nail scratches have come out. Streams of blood trickle to each finger.
And you just hear a not again, and it's gone. As Corsets return to their home plane when killed on a material.
Yay. And get back to his Sunday gardening or whatever it was he was doing when
And the drow mage just went, "Come here."
he was brought over.
Yeah, that's me. That's fun.
Jelly.
Sorry, I stole your pudding.
So. Are those 5 feet away from each other? Those two? Does it count as being 5 feet?
No, one is on top of the mushroom and the other one is on the ground.
Sad times.
Hmm.
Very sad times. Should I or should I not? Which one of those looks the least damaged?
The one on the ground.
Perfect. Jelly will spit at him.
Okay then. Go ahead.
21 for my acid arrow. That being 11 points of acid damage.
How?
And an additional 7 at the end of its turn.
Well, it doesn't get another turn. It's gone. How do you do it? What does your acid arrow look like? I mean, you said you spit at it. So...
Yeah, it just literally spits. Like he wobbles a bit, tries to mimic the body, and
Yeah.
then just spits a glop of jelly at him. So slowly crawl its way back to jelly afterwards.
So Vayne, in front of you, the drow just dies, starts dissolving.
Jelly can eat from a distance.
Meals on wheels, right?
Non-solids are superior. And that's my turn.
Okay, this guy is. Who does he want to attack? He's gonna try and stab the Drider again. It's not going great. Oh, that one is actually a hit. Never mind. How much damage does it do with the short sword? Not a whole lot. He is once again going to wrong one. This one. Try to push him or unbalance him at least. no, wait, wrong way. The Drider is unbalanced. Goss, you're up.
These mushrooms, are they magical or non-magical?
From what you know of the Underdark, they're not magical. They've been infused by the inherent magic of this place, but they're not magical in themselves.
Okay. So, what Gauze will do is he will cast Wither and Bloom at the mage.
Okay.
So, within a 10-foot radius, each creature of your choice must make a Constitution saving throw, which is con 14.
Mhm.
On a failed save, they take half damage. Sorry, on a successful save,
Yep.
they take half damage. But it says that non-magical vegetation in that area withers. So,
Yeah.
I'm kind of asking, would that, like the mushrooms that he's on and the drow friend on, will like wither down to the floor?
10-foot radius, right?
10-foot radius, yeah.
Okay, so 20
I
foot
think it would affect those two.
circle. Ah, wrong one. This one's gone. Lost. That one's dead. So. Yeah, all of these mushrooms are withering.
So I hope that brings everyone down to the
Yep.
level of the food source and the rapier, and then the
Yeah, the mage fails.
Great. So let me just do that. 6 necrotic damage. But the Zazrin, they can take. Let me just here. They, if they want to, they can roll an unspent hit die and regain their hit points plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Oh, nice.
Which is, I'll tell you what that is in a minute. Let's work out what it is. Which is my spell casting modifier.
It's at the top of your.
That's
When
3.
okay, 3. So. The Dart is still looking like crap, but he's looking less like crap. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
He'll just shamble 5 feet over to the earth, and he'll just shout for the holes. Oh, we haven't forgotten you. And then he'll just shamble back again to his to where he was.
Nice. Vane.
So is this drow now down at, or are they both down at
Yep.
ground level?
They are.
Okay, so he will run around the Drider. So
Okay.
he can be close to the mage.
Mhm.
And he'll take a swing at the mage.
Okay. 10 will unfortunately not hit.
Oh, and in his annoyance, he will then cast as a bonus action. Oh, he won't. No, he won't.
Okay, fair enough.
He'll just stand there and look despondent at the fact that he's not hitting anything with his sword.
The mage is not happy about the current situation. And what is he going to do? Nothing has been going his way right now, and he wants all of you gone. So I need to check what this does. Okay. He is going to raise his arms up again and then bring them down as a sheet of pinkish green smoke falls down.
Is that a spell?
Yes.
Counter spell.
Okay then.
Jelly just wiggles as its wiggling interferes with the weave. The spell fails.
It might not. Let me check. It's a 5th level spell.
One moment, please. That's a 16, so 5th level is counted.
Yes. And yeah, the mage is just again clearly cursing in a language I don't think any of you speak. And he is going to try to bravely run away. So, Vayne, you get an opportunity attack.
Please hit the light just once. 13?
13 hits. Oof. Yeah, Mr. Mage is not having a great day, but he manages to get here. Because where the mushroom stood is now difficult terrain, because there's a bunch of dead fungi right there. And we are back with the Drider. What will the Drider do? Drider's going to attack the one right in front of him. That's a hit. Four. Yeah. You hear the similar language cursed out after the mage as the Drider drives his longsword into the drow in front of him. And unfortunately it is difficult terrain, so he can only get here. Not within reach of the mage. Fenby.
Right. So, how far away is the mage from me?
40 feet.
Fantastic. I am going to see the mage running away, and I think I will cast Toll the Dead.
Okay then, go for it.
So it's a wisdom saving throw then.
Well, in his panic, this guy is not very wise, so that's a fail.
Fantastic news. So that is 2d12.
Oh yeah, he's very badly hurt too, so
Good old Toll the Dead.
yes. One of my favorite cantrips in this game.
Oh.
One of the most damaging cantrips in this game.
Yes?
Yeah. 5th level. Woof.
How do you overkill him?
Well, you know how Toll the Dead you're supposed to, ring a bell?
Yeah.
I am literally just going to yeet the bell at the back of his head.
That's
No, you don't actually use a bell, those are spectral bells.
yeah, it's just a spectral bell going clang.
So you just point at someone and
Yeah.
bell sounds appear for a moment.
As a banshee, I literally just yeet and a spectral bell just back to the head.
I love it. Okay.
And that's the toll that you hear. It's just
Clang.
dong.
with, with that, we're out of combat. With that carry clang, we're out of combat.
WWE style finish, ring the bell.
Yeah. The driver is now a little bit more hurt than he was before, but he's standing, and you managed to survive the ambush. The cavern is remarkably quiet once more. Now there are a bunch of dead drow playing around, and the sulphurous remains of a quasit. Now the quasit itself is back in the abyss, but
Jelly will slowly start wiggling over to the solids.
and
Well,
ups.
Clearing up the
knowing that Jelly
Yes.
is likely to want to do that, I will start gathering the bodies in one place so he doesn't have to kind of get indigestion from moving whilst eating.
Fair enough. That's
Whilst
fine.
also giving them a casual search through to make sure that, to see whether or not they've got anything on them that is worth
Any
taking
juices?
a look at or
Yep.
healing.
Please give me an investigation check then, Vane.
17.
Aside from the short swords and the hand crossbows, what you find are very finely crafted chain armor. That doesn't really look like chain armor at first glance. So they're wearing chain shirts. They are also all having some form of boots that seem to be leaving little to no trace. They're not boots of elven kind, but they don't have any treads or anything on them. And well, one of them, their armor and stuff is already gone because Jelly got hungry.
Jelly needed a snack.
Yes.
Killing drow is hard work.
Jelly milk.
Exactly. Do you know how much calorie Jelly burns just by moving?
And let's see. There it is. You also find 8 gold pieces and 4 silver in total.
Okay. He'll kind of pile it all to one side to say to whether or not anyone wants any of it, and then if not, then they can just go into Jelly afterwards. Fully make sure that we compost the area.
Like, if you have trash or anything of the like, just throw it towards Jelly. He eats everything.
I love it.
That was his original function before he became the smart wizard.
Yes.
Trash disposal.
Gauze, you hear, excuse me, could we perhaps
Yeah, Gauls would have made their way over to them and sort of like done the reverse, so mold the earth so it slides across and then it sort of like comes up, sort of like bringing them up. And he said, fight is over. It's not all safe now, but it's safe right now. Come this way. And then he will lead them over to where the rest of the party is.
Where Jelly is slowly working his way through all of the bodies.
Where he is, yeah.
And can Vane be like cupping the mushroom to try and see whether we can get some of the blood that was exsanguinated from the body earlier on as like a brief sip? It's just like, Yeah, I haven't had drow in
Please.
ages.
Please
Juice
give
me up.
me a medicine check. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, you managed to get some. Not a whole lot, but you know.
I just need a light refreshment.
Yeah. The equivalent of an espresso. Like, the woman in charge of the researchers looks equal parts horrified and fascinated.
Kind of understandable, really.
Do I have quite a mineral like taste? They're kind of not quite like the duergar, but like they have a really kind of it's like a flowery mineral kind of thing. It's quite fascinating. You should try it sometime.
I'll make a note of it, for sure.
Good, very good.
And you see her do just that. She brings out a small notebook, like one of those field notebooks, and just scribble.
And have we still got lighting from disco jelly?
Somewhat. Disco Jelly has been devouring a lot of the area as he's been moving around, and unfortunately the mushrooms that got killed by Wither and Bloom are no longer luminescent, so this area is a lot darker.
Zasrin, I believe you're here to meet the researchers.
Oh, yes, we were sent. We were sent to assist. And then things jumped us. Those others.
Did they say why?
I believe it's because Zasrin is who we are. Outcast. Lol's failure.
Okay.
Jelly can eat big spider if you want.
No, Jelly. There's enough of the dead two-limbed, four-limbed, and one headless thing to eat first.
I was actually talking about eating lol, but not sure.
The
Please,
drider looks
Jack.
at you just. If you succeed, I will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. And
He
so.
wiggles and say, Jelly will eat spider.
So we derail this bad boy and try and eat lol.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm keen. Beyond our wildest dreams.
At level 5, fighting lol.
Dirt.
I mean, it is technically Sunday, so. Sorry, the cat's now playing with the microphone. It's technically it's technically Sunday, so killing at least one god is permitted, right?
I'd say so.
No, you're gonna cancel me out of the game. Stop sitting on the keyboard. I've summoned my familiar.
That is small. Mine is sleeping in his box now. He got mad he wasn't allowed to sit on my notebook.
Oh no.
If you are wanting to continue, we can continue.
Gauls fumbles around and gets a ball lantern from their pack, from wherever it is they're pin their things, and they'll give it to one of the researchers, and then they give them a tin box, so they won't light it. But they say, you can light that. That's light for you. It'll burn for 6 hours. Presume if it's filled up.
Nice. Okay, let me give.
And they're a step away before it's lit.
Mm.
Are the researchers still horrified?
Mostly by jelly.
See, Ven doesn't like people when they're not happy. So,
Oh,
Go
no.
sing for them.
Oh
well,
no.
on the one who first came over and was properly looking scared, I am going to use a use of wand of smiles and force them to smile.
Okay.
I did not choose particularly useful items. That researcher looks really happy right now.
Yes, like. Yes, absolutely. Let's keep going. To adventure. Ah, that hurt.
They can still be unhappy, but they have to be unhappy while they smile.
Okay, so the lantern gives off a good chunk of light.
Can I the bullseye lantern, is that one that they can?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. Use it as they need to.
That's not how you do that. Let's do this instead.
And then I think Bors will say to Zazrin, you know the way to the lake. That was a question. It's
Yes.
not very expressive in terms of that.
I will take all of you to lake and then find home on the surface.
Maybe.
Well, the basement is technically under the surface, just not as under as this place.
The over-under.
Sistrin will find home, not in Underdark.
Perfect. Semantically the key, you know.
Yes. They will follow now. All of you will follow now.
Any funny business? You become lunch.
Acceptable.
Confirmed, no sense of humour then.
Yes. Most of the researchers are just like, okay. One of the men, a younger one, is just covering his mouth, giggling a little bit. Sounds more like snorting than giggling, but yeah.
There's the target audience, guys. We protect him at all costs.
He's the only one that's allowed to survive.
I was going to say, the
rest are
others,
expendable.
if the fight's getting hairy, meat shields. He will live though.
So yeah. Let me. Why is
We're saying
this?
that out loud in front of the researchers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Discussing eating them and chowing on them.
The poor woman with a plastered-on smile still goes, "Okay, right."
See, she's happy about it. Just look at the other side. There's more where that came from, waving the wand.
And how is the Zrin his leg looking?
He seems to be more balanced now, but the leg is still dragging behind a bit. Doesn't seem to be bothering him all that much.
Okay.
You know how spiders can break it and they just continue scurrying as if nothing happened?
Gauze will go up to him and say, I can help you with your leg if you want.
You would help? I would like help.
Great. All I need to do is cut off your leg. Is that okay? And then he will get from wherever he's been putting them a prosthetic limb. It just looks like a thing. He says, if you cut that leg off, I can replace it with this leg. Or you can keep your leg. Whatever you prefer.
I lead you to lake. I decide there.
Gauze will put it back. Always good to have spare limbs.
For those who can use them, yes. Now, if you would please this way, you will follow. Do not wander off. And Sistrin starts wandering down a narrowing, almost like a corridor. Well, no, not corridor. Tunnel. Tunnel was the word I was looking for. That seems to be almost like deep staircases. Every now and then you get a slope down to indicate that you're going deeper and deeper. Not as deep as when you first arrived, but still the elevation descends. Until he suddenly stops and waits for everyone to catch up.
So, Vane would have used his cloak of billowing to make a dramatic exit.
Nice.
Almost like Snape from Harry Potter.
Eh.
But he'll also do it by walking sideways down the length of the corridor rather than on the thing. So he's using like spider climb to walk at the wrong angle with his cloak billowing perfectly as if the cave wall was floor. Just because he can. And that's the mental image I've had ever since I've created this character.
Yes, absolutely.
In that case, not to be outdone, the floating banshee will use her cloak of billowing.
Yes.
As soon as the sword, it's like, yes.
Yes.
No practical use, but dramatic flair.
Yes.
Exactly. And so
So-
when I changed it from the cloak of many colours or whatever it was.
Many
I did
fashions,
like
yes.
Many fashions.
So yeah, I'll just, billow it out and just glide 5 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
I'm so glad somebody else took that.
And I can just imagine behind them both Gauze undramatically shambling along. Yeah. At his 20-foot slowness.
Yeah, like Jelly and Gauze pulling up the rear.
But they would be slower, right? Because you're both 20 foot of movement in a 6-second period. So yeah, you would be bringing them the rear.
In front of Sistrin, you see what looks like a field absolutely covered in what is very clearly noxious fumes.
The field is covered.
Yes.
Cool. I will carry on traversing up to the ceiling and then walk across the ceiling.
Okay.
How high up do the fumes go?
Good point. You asked that first.
You'd say about no. Say about 8, 9 feet, 10 maybe.
Follow up. How
Okay.
flammable do they look?
Give me an nature or survival check.
How high is like the ceiling?
The ceiling is a good 50 feet.
Oh, okay, fine. That's fine.
You're not entirely sure. Like, they look like fumes that you've known at some point. Could also be mist. You're not entirely sure.
This is an idea to get through.
I mean, you are you are scholars at an academy.
And
Just saying.
We haven't graduated
and-
yet.
No,
yeah.
but you have torches with you. You could just use the scientific method. And
Yeah, so I'll
Test.
work.
Yeah.
I'll walk far enough out that I'm still on the ceiling, 50 feet up in the air. And
Yep.
I'll take a torch out of my pack, light it, and then drop it.
As soon as Gauze sees the fire, he is shambling. Back. He turns around and you can see him shamble away as quickly as possibly can. Not the fire! Not the fire!
Not like this.
um,
Oh no.
Trying to work
Vane,
out
could
how
I
explosive it is.
I think we're about to find out in a big way.
could you please give me a Constitution saving throw?
12.
As the microsecond that torch touches the fumes, they explode in flame, and you barely dodge being completely deafened and blinded by the explosion. You manage to not get singed, but the light is really bright, and the sound of this flame just erupting below you is very loud.
Shout back. Because, like, I know he's not deaf, but he
Yeah.
feels like he should be deaf. It's like, as loudly as possible. Even though everyone could probably see.
Yeah, the Drider is not as lucky. He's not blinded, but he is deafened by the noise filtering through the tunnel, taking the brunt of most of the noise.
And the question is, after the flames, is the gas now gone?
It's
believe
not
it's covered
covering the
covered.
entire area, but you can see it start spreading again from what looks like now nearly charcoaled dead vegetation. You have at most a few minutes to cross before it's covered in fumes again.
All the
Jelly is
stuff
not
that-
fast.
But question: if we're not, if we're undead, not breathing,
Yep.
would we be affected by the fumes?
If you do not need to breathe, you are not affected.
Is this
Doesn't help.
poison or acid?
It's poison.
Damn it. For some reason, I'm immune to acid, but not to poison for some reason. As if you can poison an ooze. But fucking go for it.
Doesn't help the researchers.
Yeah, no,
They've got a few minutes.
they have a few minutes to cross. So it would basically be run full pelt. Except, the vampire in the ceiling.
Yeah, he resigns himself to the idea that he's going to have to carry every single one of them across the roof. It's like,
The one guy first. The one guy first. The rest can walk it. They got.
no. I need to take one of the others first, because then if they die en route, then I know that it's not safe.
True.
I've got 4 others to find the safe route before we.
Scientific method. I like it.
To be fair, the Drider also has spider climb.
See?
So you can ferry 2 across at a time.
Do we trust the broken leg?
It's a
We're
spider.
about to out and break one on the other side. Just for the even movement,
It's probably not the best way to treat our guide.
It does seem to have a penchant for getting hurt, though.
Yeah, that's. But well, if you want to figure out how, you can give me a history check, or why, more likely.
Sure.
See what you know about Driders.
Seeing as I'm rolling wonderfully in checks.
Nah. You know it's a Drider, and that's about it.
Guys, I think it's a Drider.
Yeah, I think we established that earlier on.
I'm fairly certain, though, it might be a Drider.
Have you been drinking again?
I'm really badly failing my exams this semester, guys.
Monster Anatomy was last semester. So if you're failing it again this semester, I'm really concerned.
I don't want to talk about what I had to do for the extra credit.
Fair enough. Right, and I'll turn to the research and say, who's my first victim? I mean, Carriol. Who's coming with?
So I just want to say that being in constant contact with Jelly is the same as being engulfed. You would take acid damage. So carrying him is not an option.
Does Jelly need to breathe?
I was trying to work that out for the vampire.
It doesn't say I don't need to breathe.
Is God gonna make a ruling?
Like, if it doesn't say so, normally it is, hey, I have to breathe. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah, normally we don't have that problem with gelatinous cubes, because you normally just set them on fire and you're done with it. But
Surprisingly enough, I do not have fire vulnerability.
no, but that's the safest bet against oozes. Just set
Yeah.
them on fire. I haven't actually, like, I would think that, like, in contact with, say, water, they would start dissolving because osmosis is a thing, but I don't see why a gelatinous cube would need to breathe. You don't have any, like, organs for breathing. And you don't have, like, you don't need oxygen for anything. You're a cube made of goo.
Yes, in that case, Jelly will just go over it.
And
While wiggling
Yeah.
amusingly at the others, as if laughing. Solid non-solid superiority.
and Gauze is probably still shambling away in the opposite direction. At this point, going, no fire, not the fire, not the fire, not the fire, not the fire.
Someone go get Gauze. And
Ben will go get Gauze and be like, it's safe, fire's done, mostly.
Fire done. Are we sure?
Unless we light another torch.
Oh.
Do you trust us?
Researchers have torch. Gas. Gas. Flame. Not good. I'll... Okay. Must pass the assignment. He turns round and sort of comes shambling back.
The woman with the lantern is gonna shut it, like the shutter completely, so it doesn't come into contact with the fumes.
Maybe we also have Vane take her on the ceiling just to make
Yeah.
sure that it's distance from the gas.
I believe Vane is currently having to contemplate having to tie himself to all of these researchers at various different points so they don't fall off across the climb.
How strong is Vane?
Mildly above average.
That's gonna be a problem.
He has a +1.
Oh! I mean, these are spindly researchers, and the Drider is going to take the ones that weigh too much.
Yeah, it's fine. The Dryden can take the heavy ones, and
Yep.
I'll take the light ones.
So,
Come on, people. We've got to get a jiggle on. We've got to face the jelly. Chase the jelly.
Let's go.
Wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Jelly
The
just.
undead will just kind of float across, ignoring the gas.
And
Gord will shamble across.
yeah, you can see where like this gas is starting to build up again at the roots of these large, dead, tree-looking things. You can tell that a lot of them had a lot longer branches before, but the explosion has torn or burnt off a lot of the smaller twigs and branches on them. The area smells heavy of minerals and singed stone. And as you reach the end of this fume-filled area with the last passengers, you see that the field is once again completely covered in noxious fumes. And that is where we're going to leave this session.